Welcome to the future. Welcome to FTX25.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, and thank you all so much for being here. But most importantly, thank you so much for being here on time. For that, give yourselves a huge round of applause. Whistles. Best whistler gets free pressure cookers today. Guys, well, thank you all so much. Bangalore traffic has taught us a lot. I know that some of you left yesterday morning just to be here on time, but it is a teacher. It teaches us patience, resilience, and the ability to quickly think on your feet. Some have left their cars and run here. And that is exactly what we need. Just the qualities you need to make it big as a founder. So everything is a constant learning. Now, I'm Cyrus Saukar, and on behalf of Razorpay, I would like to welcome you all to the 6th edition of FTX, India's premier Fintechs conference. So thank you all so much for being here. Yes, feel free to clap, keep it informal, high-five each other. Okay, let's start with a high-five each other. Everyone look on your left and say, give everybody on the left a high-five. Sir, on the hand, sir, you have, that's a gentleman's faith. No problem, we'll slowly learning. All right, so Fintech is a super exciting space, and a few years ago, if you told me that I would be walking around with zero cash in my wallet, I would have called you mad. But then again, looking at my current spending habits, maybe you have a point. But there's just so much innovation taking place in this wonderful area. Every few months, there's a new app, a new product, a new way to pay, save, or invest that is insane. And speaking of innovation, where else would you rather be than at FTX? Because this is where the biggest names and the brightest minds from fintech, banking, business, and government come together. In this room, we have entrepreneurs, CEOs, CFOs, venture capitalists, central bankers, and bureaucrats. Basically, this room is like heaven for kidnappers. It's amazing. Don't walk out alone, take a friend, come back immediately, have a tag. It's amazing. But FTX, in all honesty, is not just a conference for fintech enthusiasts. It is a gathering of disruptors from all walks of life. Because Razorpay has never just been about fintech or about payments. It is about solving for disruptors, whoever they are, wherever they are from, and whatever they are building. And that is why we are all here today. To dream, to dare, and to truly disrupt. Today we have over 2,000 people here with us in person and over 20,000 people online. So online, if you're logging in, thank you so much for being here. We also have nearly 150 distinguished speakers with us. So thank you all once again for joining us. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your presence, and welcome once again. Now, just to orient you all for the day, we have 4 super exciting stages set up for you all. Right now, you are at the disrupt stage, which is why I'm here. This is where we'll kick things off with the inauguration, the FTX25 keynote, and the big picture ideas from all leaders here. We also have the startup stage, featuring an incredible lineup of VCs, star founders, and visionaries. Now, if you're an entrepreneur or dreaming of becoming one, that is the place for you. Then there is the tech stage, which is, I think, to my left, built for all the engineers, the developers, and tech wizards in the room. And finally, we have the launch stage, where you will witness the hottest Razorpay product launches firsthand. So if you're here for Raju and Shilpi's wedding, or the Arabian Food Festival, and the pirouetting Pasha dance performance, then you're in the wrong place, and it's going to be a shocker, because that's happening in the coffee shop at the hotel. So the one person has walked out and run out. Okay, everybody else is here for everything we're waiting for. All those stages will be open right after the keynote, so check your program, pick what excites you, and dive right in. And as you move around, please do not miss our specially curated product booths and experience zones. I promise they will elevate your FTX experience. And for all my wonderful friends online who are like, oh, and we have to look at this moron all day, what about our rooms? Wait, relax. We have virtual booths for you all to visit and learn more about the incredible Razorpay products we have lined up for you all. Now, it's been a truly incredible story. 10 years ago, Harshil Mathur and Shashank Kumar were two young men with a dream working out of a room in Jaipur. And today, they are building for millions of Indian disruptors. Which is why, on that note, who better than to kick off this wonderful morning and call on stage other than the CEO and co-founder of Razorpay, Harshil Mathur, to kick off FTX25. A huge round of applause. And Harshil, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. It's amazing to be here with all of you today and the thousands of folks joining us virtually. Welcome to FTX 2025. This year feels special. Razorpay turned 10. And so much has changed in the last 10 years, except one thing. We still believe we are just getting started reimagining how money movement happens for businesses. 10 years ago, Shashank and I were building this product. We thought we could make accepting payments easier. We didn't know whether people would use it or whether it would be successful. We had an ambition, but we didn't know where it would go. There's a joy of building, but there's an uncertainty about the future. To all the founders and disruptors in this room, you know that feeling. And that is why at Razorpay, we work so hard to build products that make life easier for each and every one of you. And today we are here, powering millions of businesses because of you. In the past year alone, we processed over $180 billion of payments. One in 15 in-store payments happens on a Razorpay POS machine. For many of us in this very room, our salaries are processed and dispersed by the Razorpay payroll engine. And today, 1 in 10 Razorpay customers uses our current account suite powered by RazorpayX. We are helping CFO teams save thousands of hours, delighting millions of users with instant API-driven payouts. The difference between 10 years and now is your love and trust for our team and our products. It's been 10 years of Razorpay powered by you. Recently, I was talking to a journalist, and we were discussing India's impressive growth. And it got me thinking, what was India like in 2015? There was no Netflix in India. There was no such thing as a story on Instagram. But more importantly, there was no UPI. Imagine that world. Actually, let's not. On a serious note, what I recall about that time is everyone asking this question: can Indian brands compete and survive? Because every global brand was coming to India. Everyone wanted to dominate the Indian market. And today, Indian brands aren't just surviving, but they are taking over the world. Think about your last purchase. Chances are, it was from a young D2C brand. 10 years ago, if I said D2C would change the way shopping happens in India, nobody would have believed me. And remember when people said in-store shopping is dead, that e-commerce would wipe it out, how wrong they were. Today, we still love walking into stores. Online and in-store are both thriving because India is rewriting the rules. And that's what excites me the most. India is innovating faster than predictions can keep up. So what will happen in next 10 years? What will the world look like? Think of how much your phone has changed in the last decade. But the way you buy your phone has stayed almost the same. Now with AI entering the equation, how we shop will change dramatically. Picture this. In 10 years, when you want to buy a phone, you'll not open a website, you'll not visit a web page. Your personal AI assistant will shortlist the best phones for you. And then it will make the payment for you based on the best offer it gets. Your two-factor authentication will be your face, your voice. And the transaction will be just between two AI assistants. Wait, will a phone exist in 2035? Let's leave that for another day. Even in-store shopping will change forever. You walk into a store and the AI knows who you are. It knows your preferences, your style, your past purchases. Everything is curated just for you. Personalization in the world of in-store shopping will be a default. And there's no checkout, no scanning, no delays. Your face is your PIN. You pick what you want, you nod to pay, and you walk out. Your cross-border purchases will also become seamless. You will send and receive money across borders, almost like sending a text. Whether you are in Tokyo, Dubai, or New York, you'll be able to pay in seconds right from your UPI account. Almost 100% of payments, even across borders, will be powered by real-time payments. This is the India of tomorrow. This is the world we are building for. And if there's one thing that the past decade has taught us, we just don't imagine the future, we create it. And in the next 40 minutes, we'll show you how. With that, let me invite our Chief Product Officer, Khilan Haria, to take you through the details.
A very good morning. And thank you, Harshil, for taking us into the future with that. So folks, 1 year ago, on this very stage, we launched India's most powerful payment gateway, Razorpay PG 3.0, to bring D2C brands closer to that future. And we didn't just fix payments. We reimagined the entire buyer journey, right from browsing all the way to checkout. And today, thousands of businesses are on PG 3.0. These businesses unlock the power of over 100 million saved addresses. Over 60% of shoppers, such as you and I, even when we transact on a brand new website, don't need to enter the address again. Over 90% of shoppers are pre-logged in with their phone number across the entire Razorpay network. With this, more and more customers are completing their purchases than ever before. Having said that, just this other day, I was chatting with an old CPO friend of mine. He started this D2C store in the home decor space last year. I was asking him how his business is going. And his first instinct was, when I interact with my customers, most of my customers love my products, but sales on my website are just not happening. So my first suggestion, try out Magic Checkout. Surprise, surprise, he's like been using it since day one, like many entrepreneurs. So this is the stage when he and I both thought maybe there's a bigger problem we need to think about and solve. Imagine, you as a buyer want to buy new carpets for your home. You see something you love, it's perfect, price is about right. You hover over buy now, then you hesitate. Close the tab, and you say to yourself, maybe next time. You don't know the website, you've never heard of the brand. There are so many questions popping in your mind. Even if I make a payment, place an order, will I ever get the goods delivered to my home? Is this website even genuine? And then suddenly you recollect a story. Someone had ordered an expensive phone, instead got a brick delivered. Lack of trust on new websites for new brands is the single biggest reason conversions and online purchases are very, very low. Now let's move to the other side. Imagine you are the business owner. You spend months crafting the perfect product suite. You set up your store, you're running all the ads you can, and finally getting some footfalls to your online store. Even after that, people say they love their product, but they're just not buying online. Conversions continue to be abysmally low. And this, folks, is not just one store's problem. This is something every new brand faces today. You have the perfect product, you have the passion, but possibly not the credibility yet. We knew this is something that has to change because trust is the foundation of commerce. Launching for the first time in India, Razorpay Buyer Protection. isn't this a game changer? Now both you and I can shop with complete confidence online. All you have to do is choose buyer protection at the checkout with just a single click. If you face any issues with the goods that you receive, you get your money back, no questions asked at all. When shoppers feel secure, they won't hesitate, they won't second guess, they won't abandon the carts at all. What does this mean for all of you? You see possibly 25-30% uptick in conversion, maybe a 4 to 5x jump in add to carts as well. And more importantly, more prepaid orders than ever before. No one likes RTO. With the buy now button, your shoppers and customers aren't just now adding products to cart. They're adding peace of mind. This is how we help young brands scale. This is how we build a more trusted internet economy. And we can't wait to see how all of you take this forward. But like Harshil said, the real India is equally in love with in-store shopping. Just over the last 1 year, our POS devices have processed over 550 million transactions. That's over 1,000 transactions every single minute. We are currently present in over 14,000 PIN codes across the length and breadth of the country, hundreds of thousands of stores. But like we all know, the real story is not in the numbers. It is in the experience that we all get. And we've all been there. Walk into a store. This is how the entrance looks. This is how the interiors look. All beautiful. But this is how the counter looks. Cluttered. There's a deluge of offers, loyalty programs, rewards, cashbacks, all at the counter. And one employee at the counter who's got to deal with all of this. He or she has to explain and try to enroll you into the loyalty program. Also help you figure out what's the credit card to use. Should you buy on EMI? Where will you get the maximum cashback? All of this at the same time. We realized if we could fix this, we would elevate the entire in-store experience to a whole new level. So today, we're excited to bring you Razorpay Growth DQR, India's first POS device that drives growth and loyalty.
Classy, tasteful, artistic, elegant, cluttered. Introducing a revolutionary new device. One device for all your offers. One device for your loyalty programs. One device for everything growth.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is more than just a POS device. It's your store's new growth engine. It displays all your offers, loyalty programs, cashbacks, rewards in real time. It also generates last-minute incentives, nudging your shoppers to finish the purchase, keep coming back for more and more. And of course, when it comes to make a payment, time to pay for your shopper generates a dynamic QR code. Customers just take the phone out, scan, simply make a payment. With this Growth DQR, you're not just providing a payment solution. You're freeing your employees from the burden of driving growth and rewarding your customers with a richer, more rewarding shopping experience. With that, let me now invite Rahul Kothari, our Chief Operating Officer, to take you all through the cool stuff we've been building for enterprises over the last year. Hey, over to you, Rahul.
Good morning, everyone. Recently, I was at a destination wedding in Udaipur. Stunning decor, royal vibes, and everything top-notch. At the reception, I walked up to the bride and groom to congratulate them. And as usual, I had forgotten to buy a proper gift for them. Worry not, I had a classic backup plan, which most of us have. I slipped some cash into a fancy red velvet envelope, feeling odd, thoughtful, and traditional. So yeah, I walked up to the stage. The bride and groom smiled at me, then they looked at the envelope, and then they whispered something in their parents' ears. And as it happens, one of the parents took out the phone, opened the UPI app, and said to me, "Beta, we don't accept cash. Kindly scan to bless." UPI is the backbone of the India's digital payments. One scan, and boom, the payment is done. That's the magic of UPI. It's no longer just a payment system. It's a little bit of India going global. Every time NPCI announces taking UPI to a new country or a new land, we feel like a proud parent. And here at Razorpay, we have been at the forefront of innovating in UPI. Since 2016, we have been at the forefront of being first on multiple things at UPI. We were the first one to launch UPI for business. We were the first to launch UPI for recurring. And we were the first to launch credit for UPI. And every year, we work to bring the latest innovations in UPI to you. In fact, last year, we turned the heat up and we had several innovations launched. The Super QR, the QR at which you can see affordability and use EMI. The Razorpay A1 POS device, the India's one and truly UPI first offline payments device. Turbo UPI, the in-app payments so that you don't have to redirect to make your UPI payments. And we made tens of more innovations last year. With all this, we believe we have made UPI the second nature for all of you. But we are not done. Because the point is, we don't remember the hundreds and millions of transactions that go through, but we do remember that one that fails. Oh, in fact, we hear it loud and clear. We have all been there, scanning a QR code and just waiting to hear, "Sir, payment nahi aaya." I'm sure you have heard that, right? We all have heard confrontations between a consumer and delivery person because the money has left the consumer's bank account, but the delivery person has not got the payment yet. And that's a big problem. It's a big problem because it creates trust deficit between the consumer and the merchant. And no brand wants it, does it? It doesn't. So we went back to the drawing board and questioned ourselves, how do we solve for it? And we realized the answer does not lie on building on top of UPI. It lies on building inside UPI. And that's where UPI Switch was born. With UPI Switch, the unexpected and pending payments are now zero across hundreds and millions of transactions that we process. Industry uptime is 94-95%. Our uptime is 99.995%. No middlemen, no 5 to 7 days for refunds. Refunds are instant. We now can handle 10,000 transactions per second with less than 100 milliseconds of latency. With the control on our UPI infrastructure, we can bring innovations even faster than before, 5 to 7 times faster than earlier to the businesses. We have made UPI faster, smoother, and unbelievably reliable. We made history with UPI. Now, with UPI Switch, we have made payments nahi aaya a history. And that's what we call a real upgrade. Now, friends, while talking about things which are fast, have high performance, and cutting-edge reliability, the only icon that comes to my mind is the Formula One racing. This is Red Bull Formula One racing car, one of the fastest machine built on earth to be driven by best of the drivers. But here is the thing. Red Bull does not make its own engine. They trust Honda and Ford from next year, the experts, to build the engine which is very customized for their needs and manages and services it for them. But payments still don't work that way. Enterprises and businesses spend hundreds and millions of dollars every year to build their own payment infrastructure and stack. Think about it. Do you build your own CRM or use Salesforce? Do you build your own cloud or rely on AWS? So why do you want to build your own payment stack and infrastructure? Businesses and enterprises across India use Razorpay's payment infrastructure to run their payments. However, we noticed that while they use our core solutions, they still need to build on top of it. This is because businesses have very diverse needs. Some businesses have multiple products which need their own checkout experiences. Some businesses run loyalty program within them, and others have to run across the groups. Some businesses sell in multiple countries, and it seems checkout experiences required in different countries are different. Actually, payments have different languages in different countries. Now, to solve for all of this, they hire experts. And that seems like a logical choice, right? They hire experts. But what they end up doing is really building a payments company within their own company. And this is what they never signed up for. It's a headache they're left to deal with. It changes today. What if payments just happened by itself and took care of all your needs? Today we have a solution. Ladies and gentlemen, launching Razorpay Payments as a Service for enterprises. In one line, it's Razorpay's extended team for your payments. Here, with Razorpay Payments as a Service, you just don't use our products. We even build it for you. Let me explain the scenario. How many are Taylor Swift fans here in the room? Any Taylor Swift fans? Very few. Oh, great, I see there. So imagine we are having a Taylor Swift concert in your town. You are the event management company, and you're responsible to market and sell the tickets. Your marketing team does a fabulous job. It creates all the excitement, all the frenzy around it. And the ticket sale is about to go live by this midnight. The midnight comes, the ticket sale opens. You're kind of very excited. And as soon as the ticket sales open, your payment system frees. You have not accounted for the level of throughput for which your payment systems were supposed to handle. Your team scramble, try to figure out solutions. They figure out a part of things, try to optimize something. But yeah, in 15, 20 minutes, the overall throughput anyway goes down and the systems are back up. You feel relieved. But then you see one of the cards, one of the specific cards where you had exclusive tie-ups for the offers for an event starts failing. Again, your teams are scrambling. They don't know what to do. They try to figure out, troubleshoot. And during this time, the fans are furious. Twitter is abuzz. And your marketing team is really breathing down your neck. Now, folks, with Razorpay's payment as a service, your extended payments team, the things are very different. And let me explain how. During this crucial time, our team sits with you, works with you to monitor all the payments, look at the different trends, and see how to solve for those. As soon as they see that throughputs are far beyond the threshold we had planned for, they quickly get some of the new channels opened up, get some of the new acquiring banks to get the transactions done, and things go much more smoother. As soon as they notice that the specific that one card where the offers were failing, they try to analyze, they quickly diagnose the problem, and they get the backups up and running. And all of this solved in less than 1 minute. And not only this, they even try to get the recovery of the sale by sending offers to the customers whose transaction failed in real time. It's much smoother, right? Now think about the day of the concert. Typically, you would have only PaaS devices to collect payments from the audience, from the fans. With Razorpay's team, we integrate, manage, and service payments across the PaaS devices, the RFIDs, and the wallets, so that the fans have a seamless experience of payments across all these different forms that they can pay with. Let's imagine the worst case scenario. The concert gets cancelled. It does happen, right? We're in Bangalore. The concert gets cancelled. Our team sits with you, and within 30 minutes, they do all the refund payouts. And right before even the customers get to know that the concert is cancelled, the refund is into their bank accounts. And despite this, if there are some disputes, they can call our call center, and we will take it from there. Not only concerts, e-commerce, food delivery, D2C, quick commerce, every company as it scales, it requires a reliable payments and something which can be customized to their needs. So we give you customized solutions designed for your needs and built on the top of our core solutions. A dedicated team that integrates, monitors, analyzes, and troubleshoot the payments for you. And the best part, enterprises can get the cost by 80% down of their overall payments management. That's the biggest cost cut saving lever enterprises are going to pull this year. This is a fundamental shift. This is about thinking beyond just building payments yourself. It's about using payments as a service. For the first time in last 10 years, I would say, the best payment gateway isn't ours. It's yours, built by us. I would like to now invite Arpit Chug, our Chief Financial Officer, who will take you through some of the exciting launches for today. Thank you.
Thanks, Rahul. Hello, everyone. For this next segment, grab your passports because we are flying international. See, in the past 5 years, Razorpay has helped over 1 lakh Indian businesses go beyond borders. Fashion labels from Delhi, dietitians from Lucknow, SaaS startups from all over the country, you name it. We've sold to nearly every country in the world, from Boston to Burundi, Rome to Rwanda. Our exporters have sent their goods and services everywhere. And Razorpay's payments has helped them collect money in 132 currencies, earning millions of dollars in revenue. You know, when a brand like Tayani by Karan Johar credits Razorpay for their international growth, or when Ferns and Petals says that they were able to handle 2 times the regular international orders, that's what fuels us. But we are not just helping big brands. With the Money Saver Export account, we've made international bank transfers seamless for service providers, freelancers, and global market sellers of all sizes. But as India looks to the world is looking at us. India is a massive market. Everyone wants in on our booming economy. But there are roadblocks. Let me give you an example. My aunt, she lives in Jaipur, 60 years old, but loves shopping online. Buying thoughtful gifts for us and sending them our way. Thanks to UPI, online shopping has become very easy for her. Now she's buying grocery, clothing, furniture, almost everything online. One of her nephews was graduating in the US, and she decided to give him a special gift, a holiday. Now, she handled everything herself, filled in all the details, but when it came to checkout, she was completely stumped. You see, my aunt is a UPI-only shopper, like most Indians. And when she was faced with a checkout that was only cards payments, she didn't know what to do. I got an earful saying, why is the website not accepting UPI, even though I told her that this was not a Razorpay website checkout, at least not yet. Aunts can be really hard to please, but you get the picture. As foreign businesses look to acquire customers like her from India, their checkouts are not optimized for India's consumers. They find it tough to figure out India's compliance rules and how to win in a UPI-first economy. So for a foreign business, getting all of this right is tough. But not anymore. Let me introduce Razorpay Import Stack. Razorpay Import Stack, it's a game-changing solution that lets global businesses accept payments from Indian customers and settle them directly in their international accounts. A UPI-first, completely compliant solution that is tailored to match the global standards of the brand and payment experience. We are already live with top enterprises worldwide. We've also enabled global PSPs. And today, we are opening this stack for everyone. I'll take you through an example. Airbnb has been accepting payments from Indian users, but they still had some challenges to solve for. A checkout experience that seamlessly blended their global brand with India's preferred payment methods, compliance with the LRS regulations from RBI, and something that could handle Airbnb's scale. So we worked closely with Airbnb's global and local engineering teams and developed a custom solution in just under a month. The result? A big increase in conversions on Airbnb's new checkout powered by Razorpay. So whether you're a tech enterprise in Singapore, a travel aggregator in New York, a global PSP in Europe, looking to come to India, Razorpay should be your first port of call. We're not just taking India to the world, we are bringing the world to India. Okay, moving on. I want to talk about, Engage. I'm very excited about this one because as a CFO, I really care about how marketing spends their budget. At this keynote last year, we launched Razorpay Engage. Today, Engage is redefining the way marketing ROI can be maximized because every rupee should work as hard as all of you do. And Engage was created to solve one of the most difficult problems in the world, how to make the CFO love their marketing team. And so too many large organizations are disturbed by increasing CAC, lower retentions, discount-led cash offers that just burn money and don't work. So we envisioned a smarter way for businesses to engage their customers beyond just discounts. So we built a set of solutions to redefine marketing. We created a loyalty wallet to ensure repeat purchases. We've created one of India's largest reward marketplaces where you can discover personalized rewards for your different customer segments, and the most advanced offer engines where the right incentive is offered to the right customer at the right time. And due to all of these, over the past year, Engage has become the go-to solution for CMOs, business leaders, and founders across industries. But today, we are taking it up a notch. We are introducing Engage gift cards. We've reimagined gift cards from the ground up. With Razorpay Engage, you can create gift cards that match your business goals. You will have complete control, set your own redemption rules, personalized discounts for different products and different segments that you're offering these gift cards to. Make gift card purchases and redemption delightfully simple with our one-click checkout. And your gift cards will be available in one of India's largest rewards catalog and reach millions through Razorpay's network. Our AI-powered security also ensures zero leakage and fraud. And the best part, Engage gift cards are built for everyone, big or small. You can now set up your gift program right from the Razorpay dashboard. So you can issue, accept, and distribute all in one place. And today, we are really proud to launch these cards with 3 partnerships. Apple Premium Reseller, where we are bringing India's first multi-brand Apple Premium Reseller gift card to life. Blinkit, powering gift cards for India's fastest growing quick commerce platform. And Lenskart, where we are helping customers give not just eyewear, but also a new perspective. You know, Lenskart reminds me, it was my niece's birthday not too long ago, and I know she was eyeing a pair of sunglasses. You know, here's the thing, she doesn't really trust my fashion sense. So instead of taking any chances, I got her a Lenskart gift card. The moment she saw it, her face lit up. For her, it wasn't just a gift. It was the freedom to pick the perfect pair that matches her style. Engage gift cards, because your brand deserves to be on everyone's wish list. Thank you. The next launch is something you folks in the room are going to love, and I invite our co-founder and managing director, Shashank Kumar, to take the stage and walk you through the details.
Thanks, Arpit, and hello, everyone. So far, everything we have spoken about, it had to do with your customers, giving them the latest and the greatest. But at the same time, we are also solving for the people behind the businesses. RazorpayX. RazorpayX is the most comprehensive business banking suite that we have built for India's disruptors. It caters to your finance team, your employees, your partners, and your vendors. The product goes way beyond just a vanilla current account. Solves for reconciliation, payouts, and compliances. And it also solves for the X factor in your businesses. Our payroll, for example, is the most loved product by the CHROs and CFOs, giving them one-click payroll execution that was not at all possible before. And today, we process more than 4 million payslips in a year. 4 million. That's same as the population of Jaipur, which is where Razorpay started. But there's still a piece of the puzzle missing. You know, there is a joke in every startup. 80% of the time, a finance member calls a founder, it's to ask for an OTP. And honestly, it's not even a joke, it's the reality. I still remember, even after raising $10 million at the start of Razorpay, we couldn't get a corporate card. Imagine that. A payment startup couldn't get a payment instrument to pay its vendors. And this isn't just our story, it's every startup story. Founders using their personal credit cards to run their businesses. Team members scrambling to find that one card to make the payment at the last moment. Finance teams spending sleepless nights to reconcile all the expenses. And of course, in all this, the founder's own personal credit score goes for a complete toss. So, for every founder and startup professional in this room, that stops now. Here is introducing the RazorpayX Corporate Card. RazorpayX Corporate Card. It's a card built for chaotic, fast-moving, late-night hustling startups. Remember how getting a corporate card felt like applying for a home loan? Yeah, that's over. With our partnership with Yes Bank, we have made onboarding simple. You don't have to fill a 200-page document just to get a card. And once you have it, you can get supplementary cards for your team at zero cost. And there's no more passing around the founder's credit card like a relay baton. And you can set customizable limits so that the intern doesn't accidentally book a business class. Although that doesn't sound so bad. Our recurring payments feature helps all teams track their subscriptions in one place. And the reconciliation dashboard helps finance team track in real time who spent what and where. The best part, rewards that actually make sense for startups and founders. With the corporate card, you'll be able to make seamless payments on Shopify, but also get $2,500 in Shopify credits. Get 90% off Freshworks bill. Get AWS discounts, get free Notion subscription, and get multiple other perks from 20+ SaaS tools. In fact, every startup can save up to rupees 5 lakh and more on their SaaS bills. That's right, 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs that can go towards hiring, scaling, or better coffee for those late night sprints. And we build this to make spending easier, tracking effortless, and startup life a little less painful. Finally, this is a card for founders, because maxing out your personal credit card was never part of the pitch deck. And whenever founders have problems, Razorpay is always going to get their back. And speaking of things that make life easier, now let me talk about the next topic, the topic of the year, artificial intelligence. Last year at FTX, we introduced R.A.Y, the all-in-one payments assistant. R.A.Y changed how customers dealt with payment problems, fixing them in real time. It answers questions about products, suggests new solutions, and explain why payments fail, giving personalized info on settlements. R.A.Y now addresses 25% of all the queries on our platform and also resolves all their problems automatically. So today, I want to take a different look, the evolved version of R.A.Y. In the last 10 years at Razorpay, we have looked at payments from every possible angle, how money moves, where it gets stuck, why businesses pull their hair out trying to fix it. And we have spent a decade fixing those problems, solving those problems. But just when we thought we have made a lot of progress, we have made payments seamless, we again found new ways to question everything. AI is helping us break down our own products so we can rebuild them better. And a lot of people talk about AI like it's a shiny new toy. But for us at Razorpay, it's not a shiny new toy. It's an existential crisis for every single process that we have ever made, fixing what you thought was already fixed. Let me start with onboarding. We spent years perfecting this. We got businesses from filling out these 27 forms to you are live in hours. We built smart guides, helped businesses get their documents in order, and made onboarding a breeze. And then we asked, why stop there? Today, we are excited to launch R.A.Y Concierge. R.A.Y Concierge is the AI first onboarding that is now 10x smoother and faster. Now you don't just get instructions, you actually get a super smart executive assistant that does the onboarding for you. Just need to upload 2 documents and tell your website, and R.A.Y will find your business category, analyze all your website details, figure out the shipping policies, the refund policies, extract your business and bank details, and fill up all the forms that are needed. You can review the form that is filled, do any edits, and that's it. That's it. Then you're onboarded. From filling physical forms a decade ago to now asking AI to do the digital onboarding for you, we have built the best business onboarding experience in the industry. And that's not all. You have done the onboarding. Now what? You still need to integrate the payment gateway into your app, which is usually very simple, right? Well, it's not so simple anymore. We have, right now, we have 4,000 pages of developer documentation. 4,000. We are actually very proud of it. We have built it over a period of 10 years. Well, let me be honest. No one has ever said, you know what, I love reading API docs. Well, maybe I do, but let it be. So we thought, how do we make this integration even less cumbersome? Introducing R.A.Y Copilot, your AI developer. That's right. R.A.Y Copilot is like a helpful engineer who will help you with the most complex integrations. You don't need to read docs or test it manually. You can just tell the Copilot what you need, and boom, it'll do the integration, it'll test the setup, and that's it. You are then ready to go live. And you can tell whether it needs to integrate checkout or any other Razorpay product. It'll do the code generation specific in that context and do the testing and setup in that context only. So now R.A.Y has evolved from being a helpful assistant to being a payments powerhouse that assists you in every part of the payments journey. From R.A.Y Assistant to R.A.Y Concierge to R.A.Y Copilot, we are building and embedding AI into every part of the payments journey. And this is just the beginning. I invite Harshil to take the stage once again to talk about our next AI launch that will continue transforming payments.
Thanks, Shashank. You know, every time we think we have perfected something, AI comes in and says, think again. And honestly, it's right. So today, let's see how AI is again breaking and rebuilding payments all over. We built the smoothest checkouts for web pages, the most seamless SDKs for apps, but with AI, the way we shop is set to change, unlike anything we have seen before. Tomorrow, AI agents will do everything. Book your flights, find you an RCB jersey, even when they lose, or reserve your tickets for the Coldplay concert. So we asked ourselves, if AI is making all of these decisions, why should payments still need you to open a website, pull out your card, enter an OTP? Introducing R.A.Y Agentic AI Toolkit, the biggest leap forward in AI-powered payments. Now when your AI assistant finds you the perfect hotel, an OTT subscription, or that limited edition sneaker, you don't have to open the web page, order yourself, and do all of those things. You don't get redirected, you don't get interrupted. Payments just happen seamlessly inside the conversation. Let's see it in action. And here's the best part. Businesses and AI agents can build right on top of it. Customize experiences, enable refunds instantly, track real-time payments data, create your own AI-powered dashboard. With R.A.Y Concierge as your command center, R.A.Y Copilot as your AI payments developer, and R.A.Y Agentic AI Toolkit powering the next generation of commerce, we're redefining how payments work in the AI-first world. Without us, AI just talks. With us, it transacts. We've taken you today through everything that we are building. The next generation of D2C brands, the revolutionary new corporate card, solving for cross-border payments, the strongest UPI infrastructure, smarter marketing, and now AI-native payments. But if there's one thing I want you to remember today, is this. We're not just building for today's problem, we're building for the next decade. The future is about making money movement invisible, effortless, and intelligent. Whether it's AI-driven commerce, real-time financial insights, or global payments at a scale we have never seen before, we are building the rails for what's next. Because the next decade isn't just about what we build, it's about what you build with it. Before we go any further, here's a glimpse of why we do what we do.
It's Friday afternoon, you're signing an office check, and you realize it's been exactly 5 years since you quit to start your own company. You think of all the events you've attended, the books you bought, and the jargons you picked up. You think of your first office.
तुम्हारा पैंट प्रेस हो गया।
कर रहे हो यार कॉल पे?
And the people who wondered if you really have one. You think of all the times you doubled up.
Hello?
As a receptionist.
He's not available right now, but can I take the message?
As the one-man payroll department. And also, of course, the office boy. You think of your first coffee machine, your first visiting card, your first order, and how it put you on cloud 9. And then back to the basement as the office boy. You think of the Mondays you gave everyone off, and the next Sunday, you had to call them to work. You think of the office furniture you paid for, and the salaries you skipped, and the pizzas you ordered. You remember all the drives you had looking forward to a good meeting, and all the ice creams you had on your way back from a bad one. You think of the FDs you broke to finance that annual offsite. You think of all those pitches you made to investors who promised funding and then pulled out just before your launch. To friends who told you you're the next big thing and then refused to take your calls. To parents who sounded worried even as they tried to give you courage. And to that promising coder from college who quit after just 1 month to join a bigger firm. You think of that one night when you reached the verge of shutting it all down. You think of how far you've come since that night. And you realize that 5 years ago, all of this was just a small belief. Those who believe will never walk alone. Razorpay. Outgrow ordinary.
And with that, we will wrap up this keynote. Once again, welcome to FTX. We have some incredible sessions and amazing speakers lined up for the day for you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.